Islanders, this is Derek Phillips, and this is the all-new Sun Princess. The Sun Princess is only a few months old. She's been sailing throughout Europe, but she's headed to the United States in Fort Lauderdale very, very soon. We're in Mykonos, Greece today, where we have enjoyed a beautiful day. But I cannot wait to share this ship with you, the technology, the experiences, the food and drink she has to offer. Wait until you see this almost 1 hour walkthrough tour video of all the venues, all the restaurants, the bars, the lounges, everything that the Sun Princess has to offer. The Sun Princess is the first in the Sphere class. The Star Princess comes out next summer, but there's so much that this ship has to offer, and I cannot wait to share it all with you in the ship tour of this video. Amanda and I are travel advisors. We help our clients book trips just like this in Europe, in the Caribbean, Alaska, and around the world. We do it all at no cost to you. Enjoy this ship tour, and if the Sun Princess is for you, reach out to us, travel@bookislandtime.com. We would love to help you, and we'll help you from beginning to end, all the excursions, all the transportation, all the questions that you have. If the Sun Princess is not for you, but you're looking at another Princess ship or another cruise line, we book them all, we cruise them all. We cannot wait to share this tour with you. We hope you enjoy it. Here is the tour of the Sun Princess. What a beautiful day it is on board the Sun Princess. We are actually at port today in Istanbul, Turkey. You'll see that here in just a second. I want to welcome you on the ship tour. We are back on board early today, and I wanted to record just a little bit. I could not think of a better place to start than right here on deck 18, overlooking Lido deck with the Sun Bar behind us. We enjoyed this bar so much because we were able to people watch, and the Olympics was showing during our cruise. And so we would watch the Olympics here at night, have quick bar service, and watch people from around the world cheer for their country. Remember that when you're watching movies, when you're watching sporting events, this is a neat area to stay. Again, we're in Istanbul today. You're going to see a couple different sights and sounds. I'll try to show you Istanbul as we're walking around. I'll also show you different parts of the ship. This is a walking tour, and so you'll see we're going to get to each venue by walking. Sometimes you'll see that I fast forward the video a little bit, 2 times the speed. That is to be conscious of your time. So as I'm moving from venue to venue, I will fast forward just like I do there. Look at Istanbul, Turkey. A really, really neat place to visit. We enjoyed it. We're back on board early. I'm doing some filming today. I am on deck 18, midship. I'm going to make my way towards the forward part of the ship where I can show you the dome. It's a neat new feature. I want to share from the top of the tour here. Amanda and I have sailed on many of the new built ships, the Carnival Jubilee, the Norwegian Prima class ships, the Icon of the Seas, and now the Sun Princess. So we've done the new ships, the new experiences, and I point that out because so many of you are watching this tour to see if the Sun Princess is right for you. If you have questions about the experience or how do some of these new ship builds compare, be sure to leave a comment or shoot us an email. I would love to help you find which experience, which ship is right for you. Let's enter into the dome. This was a neat experience. It was interesting. I thought that it would be jam-packed during the day, but it wasn't. This is an air-conditioned, a really neat, different type of experience that has activities during the daytime, of course, shows at night, but it was oddly quiet during the day. A lot of people wanted to go outside and enjoy the sun. Of course, you can see it here. This is a port day, but we're in the afternoon. Most people are back on board already. But this was a neat venue that had all kinds of activities during the day, in the evening. There's a bar here. There's bar service. You can see there's more formal setting in the form of tables and chairs, but there's also loungers, padded loungers that are comfortable. Listen to your playlist, read your book. I saw a lot of people working here as well. And you may think that the heat gets in. Again, we're in the Mediterranean in late July, early August, and it's air conditioned. It really does feel good. It's not 72, but it's also not 80. So it's still cool, much cooler than outside. One thing that I enjoyed about this venue is that there was times to play and different activities throughout the day, but at night there were shows, the Cirque du Soleil shows. Some of the aerial shows took place at night. That took place multiple nights in order for everyone to be able to see them. Seating is first come, first serve. And so be sure to get there early whenever there's shows in here in the evening, because it will fill up. One thing that surprised me with the dome is how technologically advanced the dome was, the screens, the lights. At night, the dome really came to life. And yes, you can see, this is the first indoor-outdoor pool in the entire cruise industry. The pool and the outdoor space just forward of this is adults only. We'll get outside here in just a second, but look at that. Such a neat place to enjoy. Again, you can get into the pool, you can stay inside, you can go outside. Either way is fine. Let's make our way outside to what I would say is one of the most spacious, relaxful, and enjoyable adults-only areas in all the industry. Again, we have cruised Carnival 25 plus times. We've cruised Royal. We've seen what Norwegian offers. And there's some great spaces on those cruise lines. But what Princess has done here has provided so much space. An adults-only pool, which you don't always get across the industry. You see a bar there as well. But you can see all the infrastructure that Princess has put up in order to block the wind, in order to be able to have conversations with someone sitting beside you or 10 feet away from you, and the wind not block those conversations. We thought it was really cool. Some people on the cruise, though, didn't like it. They said it was too gaudy, it was too big. But I really think that this infrastructure, these glass panes, serve to make a more enjoyable experience. The wind still does get through some to cool you off, but it's not so bad that it's blowing your towel off of your body or it's blowing your clothes when you lay them on a lounger. It was really neat to enjoy, and I'll share this with you. I'll try to show you the different areas and levels that there is to enjoy while relaxing on Deck 17 forward. A couple of things that I will call out as we wrap up looking at this adults only area is this is a free area. We get that question quite a bit. Is it free to enjoy the loungers here in the pool and the space? It is absolutely free to do so. And there's bar service. If you sit in your lounger and you don't want to get up any during the day, there is bar service. There's also a bar as well. And your packages, Princess Plus, Princess Premier packages, work here. So you can order your drink. Of course, you have price limits. Remember those price limits, keep them in mind, but they do work here. Okay, let's head back now, back upstairs. I'll fast forward here so we can make sure that we make the most use out of our time and continue looking at the outdoor spaces on board. Look at that view, the pool and the dome. It really is cool. There's my in-laws in the hot tub right there. They enjoyed it. Only their second cruise ever, first Princess cruise. Look at that view though, going back inside the dome. It really is neat. If you cruise Royal Caribbean, you may be used to this, the solarium, right? The solarium is a very popular area on board Royal Caribbean ships, Oasis class ships especially. It's a very similar vibe. Let me ask you this. What did you think of the Dome? I enjoyed sharing it with you. Is this a space that you could see yourself hanging out at during the day? Maybe you want the cooler area. Maybe you want to see the shows at night. Let us know what you think of the Dome in the comments section below. As we make our way outside here, back on deck 18, you can see all kinds of loungers. The Sun Princess has no shortage of loungers here. Again, we'll overlook Lido deck. We'll be down there here in just a few minutes. I do want to point out just a couple of things here about the Sun Princess as we're making our way through some of the public areas, and I can walk and talk at the same time. The Sun Princess is a XL class ship, of course, owned by Carnival Corporation, which also owns Costa Cruises and Carnival Cruise Line. Both of them have XL class ships, and it's neat to see what Princess has done with their XL class ship compared to Carnival with Mardi Gras, Carnival Celebration, and Carnival Jubilee. 6,500 passengers are how many passengers can fit on those ships. The Sun Princess, same size of ship, 180,000 gross tons, XL class ship, but only has about 4,600 passengers on board. And you can tell, if you're looking to cruise on a ship that has more space, more room per passenger than most ships in the industry, the Sun Princess is for you. I'll try to throw in those tips and tricks as we go through this ship tour. We're making our way towards midship and aft, where we'll get to Park 19 in just a second. Let's go there now. Here we are at Park 19, probably the most controversial part of the ship. Princess was dreaming big when they designed Park 19, an area where they were supposed to say, families, you can cruise with us. They're trying to change their image from being a cruise line that services empty nesters and older couples to a cruise line that services families. And they had all these ideas. You can see the different dry slides, the obstacle course, the hang glider set that's up there. All of this has been closed since the ship was released. And we got news on July the 19th, one day before our sale date, that some of these features will never ever open. They're actually going to take these features down on or just after the Transatlantic, which is in late 2024. It was a disappointment for us because we had our two boys on board, ages 8 and 5. We had shown them these areas. They were excited about these areas, but they never were opened up. Princess claims they're going to have some more family-friendly things to do and events where this space is, but we're not sure what that is. I have a feeling maybe it could be a putt-putt course. There's not one on board. There's also not a basketball court on board. There's no arcade on board either where you can take your kids, and of course you have to pay for those games, but there's no arcade on board. So just missing some of those features that you would expect to have when Princess is trying to grow and trying to market to those who have kids. It's an interesting space here. We'll see what Princess does with this in Q4 of this year, and especially what the Star Princess has. But they say that they could not take delivery of these spaces due to them not being complete and or safe from the shipyard. They have pointed fingers to the shipyard. A couple of things that will stay. You can see that there are hammocks here. Those hammocks will indeed stay. There are some little scooters for little kids up here that they can just drive around the tables. It was kind of awkward, but the kids liked it. The ropes course that you see is going away. It's not going to be open, but you can see a space there where you can play bago or cornhole. You can play checkers or chess, things like that. But it was really odd because when we're up here, nobody was ever up here because almost all of these spaces were closed. Park 19, a good idea from Princess, but it just did not come to fruition. Again, one of the biggest disappointments that we had on our cruise. And those who have sailed, it was disappointed there as well. Let me ask you this. Some of you are diehard Princess cruisers. You do not want to see the cruise line turn to a more family-friendly and family-welcoming cruise line. Some of you families, though, you enjoy cruising with Carnival, with Royal, and others, and you want to see Princess offer these new family-friendly activities. Let us know which boat are you in? Which ship are you in the comment section below as we make our way back downstairs to deck 18. And very soon, I'll show you a couple of indoor spaces while we're up high on the ship. I do want to show you just a couple of spaces here. There's oftentimes those who create ship tours leave out some of these spaces, and people get upset sometimes. So I wanted to show you the gym really quick and some of the offerings there. The gym is free for everyone to use. It's open from early in the morning until 9 or 10 at night. The equipment actually is very, very good. If you're someone that works out, you like a cardio workout, there's plenty of machines, treadmills, and bicycles and ellipticals to get on. There are some free weight options, mostly dumbbells and things like that, but there are some free weight options if you enjoy that. Of course, there's restrooms for men and women. There's areas for you to take a shower. If you want to work out and take a shower before you go back to your cabin, you can do that. But the gym, I used some, and it was hardly ever used. There was never more than 5 people in there. Of course, it's at the just about the very top of the ship with beautiful views. I enjoyed it. There's also some different exercise rooms. If you have Princess Plus and Premier, you have access to some of the fitness classes and activities. And so I wanted to show you one of those rooms really quick. I don't know how well these classes are attended, like yoga and different stretching, and there may be even more upbeat classes, but I did want to show you one of these rooms. You can see it's probably a pretty small group based on the size of the room. These classes, though, come complimentary. They come free with some of the packages, but I'm not sure if people use them. Have you ever used these exercise classes as part of your package when you purchase it? Let's continue heading out. You can see the photo studio there. If you want to set up a private session for family pictures, you can do that right there. The photographers are great, and with some packages like Princess Premier, your digital pictures are included for free. So sometimes more families, including ours, take more of those professional pictures than we usually do while we're on board. Let's head downstairs to Lido Deck. This is where the heartbeat of the ship is, and you can see the different colored hearts. I love the artwork there. We'll walk outside and you can see immediately a place to cool off, a place to get a drink. The Mix Cocktail Bar. This is a place that you can buy drinks individually if you would like. It's also a place that you can use your Princess Plus and Premier packages. You can see it's busy. Of all the places and venues that we've visited so far, this is by far the busiest. Of course, it's right in the heartbeat of the ship, like I said. One thing I love about this ship, the Sun Princess, and Princess in general does this, is the amount of outdoor spaces and room and pools that are available. For those of you who have cruised Carnival's XL class, Mardi Gras, Celebration, and Jubilee, there's usually one pool. Lido Deck midship, not 2 pools. Lido Deck midship, and the Sun Princess, we'll see here in just a minute, has 2 pools, which is really, really neat. There's no lifeguards, which I think is interesting, like there is on other cruise lines, but it's neat to see 2 different pools. You can see the different spaces to sit and enjoy, relax, whether it's a chair around a table or it's loungers. There's also different places to eat you're going to see as we go around here. There's hamburgers, there's hot dogs, there's the Lido Deck Greens that has salads. There's another bar where you can serve yourself if you want to get an alcoholic or non-alcoholic drink. And there's all kinds of table space and loungers as well that you can see as we make our way starboard side here. Enjoy some of these spaces on Lido Deck. One thing I loved about Princess was the medallion experience. We really enjoyed sitting outside and being able to order from the app and having this food right here or drinks delivered right to us. Of course, those crew members can find you because of your medallion. Whether you're in your seat, you're in the hot tub, they know exactly where you're at. They'll tap you on the shoulder and say, here's your food, here's your drink. And look at this view. This is one of just 2 pools. There's another pool over there closer to the screen, but I love those pools that have the 2 or 3 inches of water where you can sit there with your feet in the pool. You can splash around and stay cool, especially on a sunny, beautiful day like this one. It's tough for me to head inside. I need to head inside and show you some of the indoor spaces, but it is a beautiful day outside on board the Sun Princess. Let's make our way port side now. You can see that there's a couple more places to eat as well. There's pizza to eat. There's tacos to eat as well on port side. Lido Tacos. The pizza was great on board if you love pizza. It's open till 11 o'clock p.m. We really enjoyed it. And then, of course, there's more places to sit, to play games, to chat, to work, to relax, and there's more loungers as well. One memory that will be etched into my mind on this cruise is, like I said earlier, it was during the Olympics. We were sailing during the Olympics, and 50% of the passengers were from the United States, and 50% of passengers were from over 40 countries around the world. And we sat right here in the pool, around the pool, and watched the Olympics on the big screen as people from their respective country cheered for their Olympian. It was great to watch people jump around to celebrate. Some people brought flags or wore patriotic gear. It was really cool. I will never, ever forget that. We'll make our way over here. This is a neat place that we visited often. Coffee and Cones has premium desserts, and we had unlimited premium desserts as part of our Premier package. You get 2 premium desserts if you have the Plus package. You can see them working on one right there, but that is Lido Deck Midship, which is really cool. I hope you enjoyed that. Is this a space you can see yourself relaxing in? Let us know in the comment section below. Islanders, let's head indoors. Don't worry though, we will head back outdoors here in just a little bit. We're on deck 9, midship. Just forward of this are cabins in the cabana area. But we're going to start, you can see the piazza there, a beautiful center stage type of layout for those of you who are familiar with Carnival. But let's take a look and see what venues are here on deck 9 and some of these indoor spaces. You can see the decor, the lighting, and decorations. The International Cafe, a very popular area, especially in the mornings. Your coffee stop, most definitely. They also have snacks here. If you have Princess Plus and Premier, those are included. They're absolutely free. You can get your coffee. There's also an alcoholic bar just around the side as well that can make your drinks with coffee. You can also make other drinks as well that are alcoholic. But what a neat venue here to be able to look around at the piazza and the beautiful area. A different type of concept in atrium. We really enjoyed it, but I know that there are cruisers out there who enjoy the traditional atriums that are maybe 8 or 10 decks. This one here is 3 decks, but there's so many activities that go on in that space. We'll have more on that here in just a little bit. As we head indoors and we're checking out these spaces, it's a good time to pause and to thank you for watching this ship tour. We hope that you're getting something out of it, whether you're looking to book the Sun Princess, maybe you've booked you're selling her soon, or you just love cruise ships. We hope this has been valuable to you as we walk up on Alfredo's Pizzeria, specialty restaurant there. Alfredo's is great. We enjoyed it very, very much. We wanted to take a second and get your feedback. How have you enjoyed the ship tour so far? Also, we would love to help you plan, book, and manage your cruise. Of course, if you want help, it's free to you. just shoot us an email, travel@bookislandtime.com. One thing that you'll see as we walk throughout the ship, you'll see the different window space that is dedicated. The Sphere class and really midship, we'll see this here throughout the interior part of the tour, provides for so much sunlight to come in and so many photo opportunities, enable the ability to sit there and to look out these windows that are sometimes 12 and 15 foot tall. It's really beautiful. Let's fast forward here. We're heading towards the aft part of the ship here, the eatery on deck 9. This is your traditional buffet area. It's not on Lido deck like deck 16 and 17 like we've seen on other XL class ships, but instead on deck 9. And this food court is what we should call it, is unbelievable. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are offered here. This is included in the price of your cruise fare. You can have all that you want. You can get something from each station. But these stations are set up and have different types of food, everything from Italian food to Southern food to a salad bar to Mediterranean to sandwiches. In the morning, there's breakfast from around the world. There's European breakfast and an American breakfast and an omelet station and a European breakfast. It really is neat to see, and we've got a lot of content on our Facebook page and on YouTube Shorts that share some of these as well. We're actually walking through here. Remember, this is a port day, and we are in between lunch and dinner, so there's not a ton of these stations open right now, but it really is a neat area here on deck 9. Be sure to check out both the port and the starboard side because these stations are different on both sides. We're making our way now towards deck 9 aft, the Butcher's Block by Dario. This is a venue that's open during lunch. It's also open for dinner. We enjoyed this restaurant. We had fruit right up here that was neat. We had barbecue as well. This is at the very back of deck 9. Neat place to grab something to eat. On the other side, the starboard side, is a specialty restaurant, The Catch by Rudy. And that's the same Rudy that has a restaurant on Carnival Cruise Line brands as well. This is a specialty restaurant. We ate here one evening, actually, and it's got all kinds of seating and availability, but there were only 3 tables being used the night that we ate here. It was a great meal, highly recommended. And one thing I love here about this part of the ship that's different than your Carnival XL class ships is that you can go outside. Usually there's cabins here, XL suites here with Carnival Cruise Line's Mardi Gras Celebration and Jubilee. But here you're able to walk outside and have an area that has shade, and you have that aft view, which is absolutely beautiful. I'll mention we're walking on starboard side. This is one of the smoking areas. If you round this corner, it's a smoking area there for those of you who are looking for that. I told you we would be back outside here in just a minute. But look at that view, the blue skies, beautiful clouds, an Instable turkey. And wait until we just go downstairs here in just a second to see what's available on deck 8. You've probably noticed that I've mentioned Carnival Cruisers several times. There's a lot of Carnival Cruisers who are looking to try other brands. And this brand makes sense to try. It's within the Carnival family, although your loyalty perks do not roll over yet. Maybe that could change later this year in 2024 or 2025. But this ship is familiar to them. It's XL class ship. This is where Summer Landing is on XL class ships with Carnival Cruise Line. And you can see the infinity pool there. I love the infinity pool at the back, but the glass there where you can see people's legs and everything else is kind of odd, but I do like the infinity pool at the back. You can also see a bar up there as well. This area is open to all guests. And look at the aft portion of this ship. Is that not remarkable? Most of those are cabins. Of course, there's 2 elevator bays there to the left and right as well that you can go up. But this area really is cool. It's kind of hidden. It's kind of blocked off. And so The first several days of the cruise, it was not very busy, but it really is neat back there. We absolutely enjoyed it. We're going to go inside now and look at a couple of different things, different venues, dining venues. Spellbound, we've had lots of questions on Spellbound. This is where it is, on deck 8 aft, port side. It's an extra fee, one of the most expensive places to eat on board. But we'll walk over here. The American Diner is really neat. A breakfast that is served all day. A breakfast menu served all day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We enjoyed that. We ate there several times, and there's so many items from, of course, your traditional pancakes and omelets to, it's more of a brunch scene. There's nachos. There's cheesecake for desserts. There's Mississippi mud pie for desserts. There's banana split, Coke floats. It's really neat. But an area, this is free, again, included in your cruise fare. I know sometimes when I say it is free, people will comment and say, no, it's not free, you've paid for it. And that is what I mean when I say free. It's included in the price of your cruise fare. A lot of seating here, but it never really was busy as well. Let's walk out of the restaurant here. It really is a beautiful venue. Look at all the lighting. One thing I notice about this ship, and hopefully you will too, they're minor details, right? The Horizons dining room. We'll see more deck 7 and 6 here in just a little bit. But the lighting and attention to detail, all the bright venues and things like that is really well. We're going to walk through the shops here. I know that a lot of you cruisers like to shop. I'm not a big shopper, and of course, like I said, we are at port right now, so the shops are not open, but the shops are a lot of the same traditional shops that you see on other ships. You can buy things like watches and jewelry, and we'll get to more of those here in just a second. But tucked in here is Sabatini's. This is the Italian restaurant on board. It's really neat. We did not try Sabatini's simply because there were other places to get Italian that were included in your cruise fare. This is a specialty restaurant though, and of course you can use your specialty dining credit. Now it's unlimited. If you have Princess Premier, you can have specialty dining every single night. But you can see how nice the restaurant is. Tablecloths, of course, there. The beautiful views, those are screens there, but it really is neat. And it's a great... We heard nothing but great things about Sabatini's, nestled in right there among some of these shops. Again, watches and jewelry. You'll see some other things here. Of course, there's a Princess branded store as well. Purses, the alcohol store, cologne and perfume and makeup. All those things that you are accustomed to seeing on other ships are right here as well. Here we are back in the midship area. There's shops around here as well. These are some of the accessories you can have if you have the medallion, that medallion experience. You can buy different things from necklaces to wear it on and watches and bands. Again, we're in the Piazza area here, but there's all kinds of venues that are centered around this area where you can watch the band play. An 11-piece band. Here's Crooner's Bar, for example, a venue that you can sit down and get a drink. Again, look at the design here, the gold. It really a fancy kind of upscale place to get a drink. The drinks, of course, as long as you stay within your price limits, are included in Princess Plus and in Premier, or you can pay as you go. It's totally up to you. But this venue here, it's neat because you can hear the music that is played before and after dinner. If you want to have a conversation, it's not as loud because you're tucked away in a corner. Or if you're outside of the space, you're against the windows, you're against the sphere right there. Or you can sit down and actually watch the show, watch the band, watch karaoke as they begin to prepare for the pictures before dinner. A really neat venue though. I really didn't think that I would like this Piazza area. It's a different type of atrium, but I really came to enjoy it. Princess did so much, and there was always something going on in that area. there is the Princess Casino. We will be back for the Princess Casino here in just 1 second. I wanted to show you one other venue here, a place that you can grab coffee again. It was a theme with our cruise on Princess, several different places that you could grab coffee. Of course, the coffee is included in Princess Plus and Premier, or you can pay as you go. But it was neat to see these different places on just about every deck where you could stop, get some coffee. You could sit against those windows. You can see the beautiful view there. And the windows, they're just huge. You feel like you're outside. One thing that was a little bit odd here was the placement of the casino. The smoke smell wasn't bad. This is a smoking casino. There is no smoke-free casino. But you know the sounds that come with the casino. I remember sitting in the piazza, sometimes in different locations, different decks, and you could hear, the yells from the casino that typically come from the casino when someone wins. You could hear the dings that come and the bells and the whistles. So I thought that was a little bit odd. But again, ship design, everything's got to get on board as I show you the casino here. Slots, table games. There's also rewards. There's hosts that provide rewards too. There's my game of choice, craps. One thing I enjoyed about the casino were the low minimums. It's been several years since I've stepped on board a cruise ship and been able to play a table game for a $5 minimum. And the minimums on the Sun Princess were very, very low. I hope that these minimums continue as the ship comes to the United States. Let's keep walking here. Deck 8 forward. We're almost at the very front of the ship. I want to show you really quick, even though rehearsals are going on, the Princess Arena. This is the place where all the shows take place, right? We went to a magic show. We had Broadway shows. There's singing shows, one-man type of show or one-woman type of show. Really neat venue. If you want to go to the shows here, you need to get here early to make sure you get a seat 30 minutes before. It would be great. Princess Premier allows for you to have reserved seating where they will save your seating for you. But you can see the lounge. It is really cool. The lighting here is great. Especially when the show takes place, the lighting and the speaker system really is cool. There's a center stage area there that a lot of the entertainment is on. Right now the stage is down. You can see that they can bring different things on there, but it brings the show to the audience, which I thought was really cool. These shows are free to attend. Just make sure you get there early as we leave while they're rehearsing. I should not have probably gone in there, but I wanted to show you really quick the Princess Arena. Really cool venue there. So that is deck 8. Let's go down to deck 7. Of course, we'll be at the forward part of the ship. The Princess Arena is at the forward part. But let me show you maybe our favorite bar on board, the Good Spirits at Sea. This thing is hidden. Most people never found it, the entire cruise. It's a neat bar, a small venue. Watch how small this venue is. But it's a specialty cocktail bar that maybe holds 30 or 40 people, and you would never know it. Right now it's closed. It doesn't open up until the evenings. But if you're looking for a specialty cocktail, something different, something with a beautiful presentation, even drinks like an old-fashioned have a twist on them. You can see the podium there. They have different demonstrations where they show you how to make drinks. They'll make a drink and then they'll give it to someone in the audience. Those things are included in the daily schedule. You can see what times those things take place. But a really neat bar. Oftentimes we sit here in the evenings and enjoyed the night. Other times, before we went to a show, the Princess Arena for a show, we would come here and grab a drink and just get it to go. You can see how close it is to Princess Arena. Don't forget about Good Spirits. Really, really neat venue there. One of our favorites on board the Sun Princess. We're about to get into a flurry of activity on Deck 7. This is one of the heartbeats of the ship. We saw, of course, Lido Deck earlier. Midship, Lido Deck is a heartbeat. This is a heartbeat as well. The Crown Grill, the steakhouse on board the Sun Princess. We ate here, I believe it was the first night, and it was fantastic. If you've had the steakhouse on Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, even Norwegian, it's very similar to that. The service is great. The food is great as well. You can eat here if you want to as part of your Princess Premier package. Those 2 free specialty dining or used to get 2, now you get unlimited, or you can pay for this. This is a paid experience here if you just want to eat here, but you don't have that Premier package. It's a really beautiful place with great service and great food. Some people don't like paying for these extras. They will eat the food that's included in the cost of their cruise fare, while others maybe will eat here one time during their cruise. What do you usually do whenever you cruise? Do you go out for a specialty dining experience? Let us know in the comment section below. Let's make our way out and go across the hallway here to Princess Live. This is another theater venue. Think small theater, think karaoke, different game shows. They had a Who's the Liar show, which I thought was really cool, where the cruise director and other Fun Squad members came up with what they thought was the truth, and you had to tell or vote on who you thought was lying. But they had comedy in here, and they had all kinds of different small venues. There's a bar here at the back. If you want to sit at the bar or close to the bar, you can. There's also bar service when they have shows as well. It's a small venue, so be sure you get there early. But Princess Live was a really neat venue that we enjoyed. And then across the hall from it, we'll see a couple different things here. Gelato. A gelato place. If you have Princess Premier, this is included, or you can pay as you go. This was the longest I'd seen the line all week, but this was just before dinner. For some reason, those people were not doing what they're supposed to be doing, right? They had their dessert before dinner, but that is okay. And then we'll get to O'Malley's Irish Pub, one of the most popular venues at night on board. This is, you could see, there are doors leading into this venue. It gets loud at night, both with people and with music. The drinks here are amazing. There's also food as well that you can pay for if you would like, or it's included in your Princess Premier. And there's all kinds of different beers and drinks. There's a stage there where there's a one-man show, or maybe 2 people are up there. Again, a small venue. That's the only negative. We enjoy these tables against the windows, actually, is where we usually try to sit, because it wasn't as loud back there. But bar service, food service as well. But O'Malley's was busy. It was very busy. Make sure that you get there early to get a seat. And now, one of my favorite areas on board the ship. This is Deck 7, midship, in the piazza. And we're going to show you a couple of different things after we step outside. Again, we're in Istanbul, Turkey today. People are still making their way back. But I can't get over how beautiful the day is. And look at the port, the terminal. There's a lot of cruises that either begin or end in Istanbul. And you can see the port area. Very modern. Look at the sphere as well, sticking out there. Huge windows. It really is cool. One of my favorite places to sit and enjoy a drink and live music before or after dinner is right inside here. Bellini's Bar is just inside, and they have a great menu, but at the same time, you can order really whatever you want from here, and they will make it for you. But so many times, Amanda and I would sit here, we would listen to the live music, to the band, just before dinner, and it was fun to people watch as well. People showing up before dinner, grabbing a drink, some people dressed up to the nine, some people just in regular clothes. Ryan is the star at Bellini's Cocktail Bar. We enjoyed him. He was on Regal Princess before this assignment, and he will be on the ship until it comes across for the transatlantic and entering United States service. But what a neat area. Again, comfortable seating, table and chairs, or you can belly up to the bar if you would like. We really enjoyed that. There's a signature restaurant. They're getting ready for dinner. The signature restaurant is for those who have suites, or those specialty people. As you can see, the band setting up in the piazza. Look at the floor level. Look how neat this looks. The floors shining with lights. And the band, like I said, that was either a 9 or 11 piece band, had horns and everything. It was really, really cool. And then you can see the sun, of course, the Sun Princess there. But the 3 levels, and people would stand around, especially at night after dinner, and dance and listen to music. And this area also served, it was kind of different as a nightclub. At 1 or 2 a.m., there's still music going in this piazza area. And again, I mentioned earlier, you can get coffee on just about every deck. Here's Coffee Currents on deck 7, starboard side. If you want your coffee, if you want pastries, they also have the spiked coffee as well. If that is your speed, you can get it from right here. A lot of people did so. This place stayed busy, most definitely. I would grab a coffee and go right over there to those windows. Such a cool place to enjoy. And again, all the light that comes in. You can see no dark cruise ship here. We're going to make our way towards the aft portion of the ship. A very busy deck 9 and 8 and 7. You're going to see some different things. More shops, of course, different ways to spend your money. There's the Princess shop, everything Princess branded. And other shops as well for you to grab things and enjoy, from purses and bags and sunglasses and all of it. We're now in the aft portion of the ship, and this bar did not open up until 4 or 5. The Wheelhouse Bar opened just before dinner, but really would get busy just before dinner and stay busy the rest of the night. A specialty bar in a way, but at the same time more traditional drinks as well. It was a place a lot of people would stay for a short time. Maybe they're waiting for dinner. Maybe they're grabbing one drink before dinner. Again, this is a reserved collection dining room for those specialty guests as well. I'll go in here really, really quick because some of you can go in this restaurant and eat. We did not. And we'll keep walking towards the aft portion of the ship. I thought this area was really cool. We've seen with Carnival's XL class, the ship models that Carnival has put out there. Princess has done the same thing with the Sun Princess. I wonder if they will take away those items on Park 19. But one thing I thought was really cool were all the different gifts and awards that are surrounding this replicated ship. It was neat, as is customary, when the ship makes its first port of call visit, that some countries will recognize the ship, will give them some sort of plaque or award. And I really thought it was cool that Princess and the crew members here have put all these awards around this display. Something different and unique. I thought it was really cool, and I wish other cruise lines would do the same. Let's keep going here. We are almost to the dining room, a 3-story dining room. We already saw one story, the Horizons dining room. Of course, that diner experience available on the top deck, deck 8. Here's deck 7. We will see deck 6 here in just a second. Princess on this ship has the standard set dining, early and late dining. They also have anytime dining, which we enjoyed. We were able to eat anytime we wanted to. And this is probably 45 minutes to an hour before dining is set to take place. I almost feel bad for going in here, but at the same time, I'm going to make it quick. I want to show you, though, just this feature, the beauty that this ship has to offer on the very aft here, looking out the windows at the ocean. It is unbelievable. I usually request to sit by the windows, but I've never seen a view like that. Those windows are 10 or 12 feet tall. Look at the guys down there setting up the tables. It really is cool. I am going to go quick because they're trying to finalize getting everything ready for dinner. But this main dining room is included here in the price of your cruise fare. Of course, you can order drinks here as well. You can see there's tables for 2, 4, up to large groups as well. And really, the crew were pretty flexible. Whenever we would mention that we wanted to sit together or sit near the windows towards the aft portion of the ship, we were accommodated every single night, and we appreciate that, of course. Let's head downstairs to deck 6. Again, the dining room, very similar, but I do want to show you my favorite place to enjoy dinner. And you can request this or have your travel advisor do so. We can shoot an email to the maitre d', but this is remarkable. It's unbelievable. Look at this. Can you imagine enjoying a dining experience here, especially at a time when these dining rooms are less popular than ever? So many people eat either a quicker meal or they go to specialty dining. Would you enjoy sitting here and eating a meal? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Islanders, that is the tour of the Sun Princess. We hope that you enjoyed it. We hope that you're excited to book it or to cruise on it. Of course, we are here to help. We tried to show you everything that we could, although there are things that we could not fit into this video, but we would love to answer questions if you have them. If you're looking for someone to help you plan, manage, and book your cruise, be sure you reach out to us at travel@bookislandtime.com. We can help you not only book your cruise, but your excursions, your pre-cruise hotel stays, flights, answer questions that you have about cruising, give you tips and tricks. We've been on over 35 cruises the last decade and would love to help you. Whether you're cruising the Caribbean, Bahamas, Europe, or Alaska, we are here to help. We also ask before you leave the channel today, be sure you subscribe to stay up to date with the latest in cruise news and cruising, and like the video. Islanders, we'll see you soon on a ship, the Sun Princess, a Carnival ship, Royal Caribbean, whatever it is. We can't wait to see you on a future cruise.